Guys, the Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new Lego Marvel 2025 set review. And today I'm reviewing the Spider-Man vs. Oscorp set. This is set 76324. It ages 10 plus. It has 808 pieces and 8 minifigures. I got this set at Lego Shop at home 2 months ago, and this set costs $140 here in North America and around the world for the lineup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. Here are all 8 minifigures that you get in the set. So we have 4 spider heroes and 4 villains. So we have Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Kraven the Hunter, Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, and Eddie Brock. So some of these figures are new and exclusive to the set. Well, Green Goblin and Kraven are new and exclusive for the set, and Norman could be exclusive. Well, he uses some other parts from other minifigures like that face print and also the torso printing with that black suit. And I'm glad we're getting our first ever Eddie Brock minifigures. I love the torso printing for him. The face printing is the same one that they use on Bucky from the Civil War airport battle and Quicksilver from that new Age of Ultron Quinjet remake set. But at least it's not so bad. It's sort of fine, but at least I'm glad they used it on like a different character instead of just like using it for some other characters that don't look like them at all. But I love the dark tan spiky hair right there. And I love how they added Venom's head right here. That is like a Tom Hardy Venom reference. So I'm glad they did that because that's just a cool reference right there. Spider-Woman is the same one from the Venom Muscle Car set. She does come with those new web pieces that shown up in the January sets for this year. But the only difference is that she doesn't have any dual-molded legs because it looks off without them, since the one from the Venom car set looks so much better with the dual-molded legs. But the face and torso printing is the same as well as her hairpiece, but nothing much to say. Same thing with Miles and Peter, so they are the same ones. We do get the same art printing for Peter right here, so same printing for the arms, face, and torso. No dual-molded legs for him and Miles, so all that's the same. And same thing with Spider-Gwen. I don't have anything else to say about her. They're all repeats. But I'm glad we're getting a new Kraven minifigure. It has been 9 years since we've gotten a Kraven the Hunter minifigure. But I wish they gave him some leg printing because the old one from 2016 had leg printing. So I love the jewel in that pink color, and the spear looks nice. And we have that furry piece right here. And they use Doctor Strange's face for him, but at least it works perfectly. But I love the torso printing for him. And we do get Green Goblin. This is like the heroic age look for him, since this is Harry Osborn in that suit. And I love the build for the glider right here, which is nice. And we do get those new pumpkin bomb pieces that is pretty nice. I love the detailing for the glider. It has some sticker detailing, which you can see right here. I love the torso, toes, leg, and face printing for him, and the helmet is nice. Norman is pretty solid, since I love the hairpiece for him, and I love the torso and face printing for him. At least it's sort of fine, but at least it could be interesting for the character, but at least it's fine for the way it is. But anyway, spinning all the characters around, since I want to show you guys what the back of these characters looks like. So let me take everybody's hairpiece off so I can show you what their second face prints looks like, except for Spider-Woman, because we already know what her second face print looks like. And let me just take one off for Norman and Eddie. So this is what the back of the characters looks like, and this is what their second face prints looks like for Eddie, Kraven, and Norman. And here we have the back head printing for Green Goblin and the back torso printing. This is what the back of the spider characters looks like. So that is it for all the figures. Now let's move on to like the side builds for the set itself. So we do get like the streetlight corner and Miles's bike. So for Miles's bike, let me just move the street corner build aside. So let's take a look at Miles's motorcycle. So here's the bike, and I know this is made for kids, but Miles doesn't need a freaking vehicle. Just like the same thing that I said to Venom and Peter, and also Iron Man. So at least I still have the color scheme for the bike. So this is the entire front part of it. We do get one sticker. That is the Miles Morales logo. And hopefully I didn't mean to like scratch out just a smidge. I was trying to line it up properly while I was building the set. But at least I love the stud shooters that you get for the build itself. And we do get like the top part with the driver's seat right there. And we have like the left side of the build with the stud shooters. So we do get the same thing on the other side right here, but we have the different looks of those white wheels. And we have the back, we have the Thunderbolt pieces in blue to representing his Venom strike, which is nice. And you can't put the minifigure on the bike, so easy to do that since there's only 4 studs on the bike for the build itself. Well, just the driver's seat for the bike is what I meant to say. And if you guys don't know how these stud shooters work again, that's how they look at. This is what the stud looks like in that blue color. If you lose one of these, they will give you like a couple of spare ones just in case. Now, as for the street light corner, so this could be like a side build for the set itself. So this is like, you can't like connect to one of the other buildings for the new modular system that Lego is doing for these Marvel sets for Spider-Man. So I love the build right here. So we do get the green, yellow, and actually, yeah, the green, yellow, and red studs right there for the headlights. They look pretty good. So this is like the front part of it. We do get the side with those Technopit pieces, since I will show you how to do that with one of the buildings after I show you this build. So we have that nice design right there. And the top part, we do get like a printed Daily Bugle newspaper that has a Spider-Man reference that says Spider-Man No More. So that is based off of the second Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie and even the comics right here. And this is what the back looks like with the holes, since you can't connect it however you want to. We have the other side right there. And inside of the dumpster, we have these modular building style dumpsters like how they did with the Avengers Tower, the Bugle, the X Mansion, and the Sanctum. So inside is just some genetic soda can right here. Nothing too special. We do get a printed piece for the top part. So yeah, that is what is inside of the dumpster. So yeah, nothing too special about that. And I'm going to show you guys how to connect that build with one of the buildings. So I am going to use the mini mart as an example, since you got the pegos and the holes right there. Ta-da! Here we have the mini mart. So this is like one of the other buildings for the set itself. So we have the grocery store at the bottom, and right on top of it we have Eddie Brock's apartment. So I love the sticker for the sign that says Mini Mart, which is a pretty nice touch. And I love the entire front part of the build itself. We have the windows, and we do get a door right there. Easy to open that up with that stud that is like a doorknob, which is that white stud right there. And I love the windows for it, and I love that window for Eddie's apartment. And I love how they added the plants right here. We have like the flowers, which is pretty nice. And we do get like a air conditioner on the wall right here. So that looks pretty nice. I love that ingot piece in white. So I love that nice inclusion for the build itself right here. And we have the top part of the building itself with all the studs. And I think that's like a little like vent on top of it, if I'm not mistaken. But still, it looks pretty good for the way it is. And we have like the left side of the building. So on the left side of the mini mart, we do get a camera right here. So maybe this is like Peter's camera when he takes pictures of him as Spider-Man. Well, taking pictures of himself as Spider-Man is what I meant to say, for the Bugle or something like that. Or maybe it's Eddie's camera, or maybe this is like a security camera for like criminals like break into the store and steal some cash. If we do get like that Technic pin piece to put that web right there, since I already added it on the Oscorp building, which we will take a look at later on. And we have the right side with the Technic pins, and even the brick walls for the building itself just looks phenomenal. So that is pretty nice as well. And taking a look at the inside of the apartment and the store itself. So for the bottom part of the store, we do get a cash register. We have that printed piece. We can't see it just a smidge. We can't see just a bit of it, but still at least it looks pretty nice. And we do get like some food right there. Like we have like some goldfish or some other like cat treats right there. We do get some popcorn. And we have like some cereal box, maybe like kitty litter or something like that. And on top, we have Eddie Brock's apartment. So I love the nice look for the apartment. Let me just focus on that. There we go. So inside the apartment, we do get a dartboard that has a picture of Spider-Man on it, since Venom and Eddie are, well, they are his enemy. Well, actually, yeah, Spidey is Venom's enemy, so you can't have like a dartboard right there. If we do get a chicken right here to representing the Tom Hardy Venom reference, that's from Let There Be Carnage. If we do get Eddie's computer that has like a sticker that shows the Spider-Man logo, which is like a no good look, but we have Venom's face. We do get like Carnage's face or Anti-Venom's face, and we have Green Goblin's face, and we have all the emojis, and we have the little mouse right there and a little spot for Eddie to sit. Next we have the Marvelous Jewelry, and this is a beautiful looking building. So I love the front of the store since I love the stickers for both of the signs. We actually just the signs of them. We have like the street numbers, what I meant to say. So we have the sticker of 1964. I feel like that is like a reference to the first Spider-Man comic book that has the Sinister Six in it, because while I've seen reviews of this set, some of the other Lego YouTubers said that this is the year that the Sinister Six showed up in the Spider-Man comic book for the first time ever in the past. And we have a sticker that says Marvelous Jewelry, so I love that nice look right there. We do get a fire hydrant right there and a glass door again. And we have like the pizza-sized pieces in translucent clear. Well, in that translucent clear look is what I meant to say. That's representing like the shattered glass for Kraven's escape, since that's like the play feature that we will get into later on. We do get a headlight right there for the building itself, and we have like Gwen or Miles' apartment on top of it. So we do get another air conditioner again, and I love the windows. And I love how they use a Nexonite piece in that light tan color for this part of the building. And I love the top part of the build itself with the roof detailing and everything else right here. And we do get another excuse me, we do get another Daily Bugle printed newspaper that says, "Who is Spider-Man?" So that's like a comic book reference or a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man reference right here from the first film in 2002. But anyways, spinning around, this is what the side of the building looks like for the apartment. So we do get like these red lever pieces to represent the play features that we will get into later on. So yeah, that is pretty nice. Well, actually, we will get into this play feature later on. So this is the play feature that we will get into right now. So what you gotta do for the glass piece, you can't just pop that out since it is attached to one stud, and easy to do that. So that is like Kraven's great escape for the build itself, and easy to do that right here. And taking a look at the other side of the build, so we have another Technic piece in tan for the web, and also that whole piece for the other buildings right there. And here we have the inside for both of the apartments and the store itself. So let's start from top to bottom. So we do get like a bedroom right here. That's like for Miles Morales, since we have all the spray cans. We have a drawing of himself, and here we have his bed, which is pretty nice. And we do get like that fan right there, which is pretty nice. And also this is the part where Gwen pops out of the ceiling. So easy to open this piece up if I could do it with one hand. There we go. So we have one room for Spider-Gwen right here, since you can attach her to those studs like this, and easy to close this back up. And as for that lever you just saw, you can't just like move it like this. And there's Gwen. So this is like a Spider-Verse reference when she visits Miles from his dimension, which is pretty nice. And you can remove the bill like this, and we have a clear look of the store itself. So we do get a classic $1 bill for the cash register. And here we have another green, well, actually, yeah, just another jewel in green. And this is the part where Kraven smashes that, like a vase, can actually just a little like jewelry case right there for the jewel itself. And this is where he makes it. So here is the Oscorp Tower, the final building of the set. And this looks so freaking huge in my opinion. This is like a gigantic skyscraper, and I'm just impressed with this building. So yeah, I really like the design for it, since I love like the colors for it with the light gray, the dark gray, the black, and the green itself, which is pretty nice. So we have the entire front part of the building. We have the Green Goblin override. That is a sticker for that screen right here. Well, technically in that other universe, as I mentioned earlier, Harry was in that suit as a hero, but not as a villain. So at least I still did like the screening for that. And we do get that same hovering piece for Green Goblin when he is flying around with his glider. But if you want to, you can put like one of the spider heroes on there. And we do get another sticker that says Oscorp right here. I do apologize for the darkness look for this footage right now. So at least I love the sticker that says Oscorp with the translucent green pieces right there for the top and bottom part. And yes, I did put Craven on there right before I start filming it. So yeah, that is because it has like one of those Technic pieces in black. So you can do that with the spider web however you wanted to. And I love all the nice glowiness right here. We do get like a sliding door feature, so you can slide it like this for people to come in and outside the building. We do get like a pumpkin bomb right here with that heater and also the computer. And we have Spider-Man right there and also the antennas, which is pretty nice. So here we have like the right side of the building. We have those Technipit pieces right there to connect with the other buildings. And we have the other pin in black right there. So we have like the black, the dark gray, and some of the green detailing like that dark green and some of the sand green, which is pretty nice. And we do get the same thing on the left side. Well, actually some differences right here. So we have Craven right here. I did put him right there, so you can do whatever you want with that web piece right there. And also let's take that off so I can show you what that side looks like without it. So here's what the side of it looks like. We have like that vent that is a sticker right there, and everything else we have like some of the same parts of it. And here we have the inside of the building. So we have a Green Goblin chamber right there. We have a computer. We have like the Green Goblin room right there with the glider and also the pumpkin bomb. And we have like the sign. Well, actually, we have like the spider chamber room or the symbiote chamber room. And we have like a waiting area right here. So let's start from top to bottom. So we do get like some of the play features for the building. We have this play feature. That's the part where Spider-Man swings into action. So let me just move the building right here, since if you guys don't know how that works, that's how you do it. Since you can't let him swing around town, that is like a very awesome play feature for the build itself. And this is the part where Norman Osborn suits up for the Green Goblin. Let me just focus on that. There we go. So as for the antenna piece, you can spin it like this. So I did set it up right before I start filming, but again, Harry Osborn is in that suit, not Norman. So at least it is a pretty cool play feature, but it's Harry in that suit, just not Norman, which doesn't make any sense because that Green Goblin variant is from another universe, but as a hero, not a villain. We do get a sticker that says Green Goblin override for the computer, same thing as like that big screen of the building itself. And we have a sticker that says restricted area with that minifigure handprint. And we have another Daily Bugle newspaper that says Times Scares. So that is like another Toby reference or another comic reference or something like that. And we do get the glider once again. You can display it like this if you guys don't want Green Goblin flying around. And we have a pumpkin bomb and a overheater, which is nice. And we have another radioactive spider or one of the other experimental spiders. We do get a sand blue needle that is inside of this little area right here. And we do get like a little microscope. We have like a symbiote tentacle, and we have a sticker that says symbiote since they're like studying Venom or one of the other symbiotes. And we have that like bun piece right here. So that's like a play feature. So when you press that, so overall, this is a pretty nice set. So you do get like 8 figures and also Miles' bike and all the builds to make your own Marvel Street. So I love the Oscorp tower itself. It looks pretty nice and solid for the way it is. Since I love the stickers for Oscorp, but even the Green Goblin override screen right here, which is pretty nice. I love the references with the Daily Bugle newspapers like Time Scares, Who is Spider-Man, and Spider-Man No More. That's like from the comics and even like one of these Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies from the 2000s. And I love the street corner build itself. And I love how they use that hot dog piece right there in that dark gray color. So yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier, but at least it looks pretty nice right here. Well, you guys already know that is right there, but I forgot to mention it. But still, everything else looks so freaking great. And I love the marvelous jewelry right here. Since I love how nice and amazing it is. So I love like the inside of the store itself. I love the inside of Miles' apartment. I like how you can do that play feature with Spider-Gwen popping out of the ceiling to represent like the Spider-Verse reference for the portal scene from those films. And as for the mini marts, it is a pretty nice looking build. I love the sticker for the sign itself, and we do get like some references in Eddie Brock's apartment with that chicken from the Let There Be Carnage Tom Hardy film from 4 years ago. I love the sticker for the computer with the emojis of Spidey, Venom, Carnage, or Anti-Venom, or well, Angry Goblin is what I meant to say. I love the dartboard sticker with Spider-Man for the apartment. That is pretty nice. I love how they added the camera on the side of the building as like a security camera or Peter's camera for the bugle itself. I love how you can't put Green Goblin's glider on that hovering piece to like let him fly around town. I love the play features for the Oscorp building with the Spider-Man swinging play feature and even the Green Goblin changing chamber or just the chamber in general. So yeah, that is pretty nice for what you get. And for the figures, I love how we get the new Green Goblin in the set. So that's like the, I don't know, maybe like the heroic gauge universe, since that is Harry Osborn in that suit, since Norman died in that universe. So at least it is pretty awesome that we are getting a new Green Goblin figure, which is pretty nice. And I'm glad we are getting Craven again after 9 years, since even though the Doctor Strange headpiece is pretty solid for the way it is, since we all know how Lego loves to reuse some parts and pieces from some other characters, but at least it is not so bad after all. I wish they gave him some leg printing to complete the look. And we do get Eddie Brock for the first time ever. At least he is a solid figure, but I love how they added Venom's head on the back of him to recreate that Tom Hardy reference right there. Norman Osborn is a solid figure, but at least it is like our first one since in a while now. And I love the nice look for him with the suit right here, which is the torso printing, and everything else for him is just pretty nice. The Spider Heroes, I don't have anything else to say about them. They are the same ones, which is Spidey, Miles, Gwen, and Spider-Woman. They are the same ones. I don't have anything else to say about them. But at least Miles's bike is a pretty solid build, but he doesn't need one at all, I guess. It's just made for kids, but at least it's a solid build is what I meant to say. But since this is a 808 piece set, why is it $140? I mean, they could just did that price with the Age of Ultron Quinjet set. Like, this set should have been like $130 or $20. Well, I know it's expensive, but at least they could just done something like that, since I know the prices for these sets are very crappy in my opinion. But at least this is still a good set, but $140 doesn't make any sense because this is a 808 piece set. I mean, they could just trim it down a notch, since I'm not a fan how like these prices keep going higher and getting worse, because that's just terrible. And if you guys want to say, you could just wait for this set to be on sale or something like that, but still, at least this is a pretty nice set for the way it is for the lineup itself. So I don't have anything else to say about it, but I just think this set is so freaking cool. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the C button. And don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about this set for the lineup. I'll see you later.